think majority of this is ass sweat from the track day. Yo guys, what's going on? Back with the Focus. It's back in the garage, but not for anything too serious today. Today I'm going to be doing something that should be pretty quick to make a big difference to my interior. I'll show you guys what we're doing now. So my Focus is an ST2 spec, which means it comes with these seats from factory. So these are the Recaro cloth seats. Like an ST3 would come with leathers. I actually prefer the cloth ones because I think it's cool to have the colour on them. And I prefer cloth over leather seats. But the problem with these cloth seats is the car is, it's like a 2006, so it's getting on there now. And it's 120,000 Ks. So the seats are starting to show their age a little bit. Mainly in the orange sections. There's no tears or anything like that, but the bolster colouring is starting to fade a little bit. So today my goal is to try bring some life back into these seats. And to sort out the seats, I'm going to be using my new toy. So this is a Wet Vac. So the idea is that there's a sprayer in the handle and you spray the surface of the fabric with a cleaning solution, and then you can agitate it with a brush and then vacuum out the moisture. And what you'll see by a lot of these videos online and today is the dirty water tank is normally super filthy. It's normally a super effective cleaning solution to cleaning cloth seats. I did try it on the floor mats already. It did make a big difference, so I think I'm ready to go ahead and do it on the seats. The solution I'm going to be using is what I got with it. This is actually a rug one, and it does actually say on it not for upholstery use, but I'm just going to be diluting it down to use on the seats, so I'm not too worried about that. So first things first is to vacuum the seats. Mine are pretty clean, so it shouldn't take too long, but we'll go ahead and do it now. This vacuum cleaner I got from like B&Q like 5 years ago for £20 or something like that. And it's better than one of those stupid cordless Dyson ones. It's actually pretty good, never had any problems with it. So quickly vacuum off all my dandruff, and then we'll go ahead and clean them. Like I said, trigger on here. I'm going to show you, I'll do the headrest first. Super simple. You literally just press the trigger and you'll wet it down, and then you slowly go over it and wet vac it out, and you'll see over here it pulling all of the solution out. So just like that, but over the entire of the seat. So I think this is going to take a while, and we're going to have a little bit of overspray, it looks like. So I'm going to get a rag. You can just see in this middle section just it's one uniform sort of shade, whereas if you look at here it seems patchy. So I will say that these are quite damp still, but after a few hours they should be all good. But I also have noticed this sort of bit of a stain on the bolster here, like this darker section. I went over it multiple times and still couldn't really get it out, so maybe that's because I'm using a carpet cleaner. And the other quite annoying thing is there's like overspray from this thing everywhere now, so we're going to be doing a full sort of interior clean today. But so far, in terms of colour of the water, I haven't actually checked yet myself. There's not too much in there, but I'll show you later. But you can't. There it is. Look like dirty. So boom, Wet Vac is complete. Still gotta wait for them to dry to get a true idea of what they look like, but we'll show you the water. So this is the water that's come out of the seats. I think majority of this is ass sweat from the track day. But they obviously are going to be cleaner than they were when I started, because, you know, look at that. It's terrible. 20,000 subscribers and I'll drink it. So this definitely would have been easier to do out of the car, because when you're spraying it, it just gets overspray everywhere. Like, I'm going to go over the whole thing now and clean it with some interior cleaner while I wait for it to dry. And if the seat connectors weren't such a pain on these cars, I would have just taken them out. But yeah, definitely would have been easier to do out of the car. And the Wet Vac was perfectly fine. Like, its actual ability to remove the water out of the seats was great. I'm not sure if the carpet cleaner I use is going to be good enough, because, to be honest, they do look cleaner. They look more uniform, but the orange doesn't look any brighter. That's what I was really hoping for, the orange to be a bit brighter. But it doesn't look any brighter than it was. But, you know, I mean, got to clean them, right? So, but we'll go over it now. Bit of interior cleaner, and see what we can get it to look like. Call me car cleaning guru. It's a bit disappointing when the paint on the inside of the door is nicer than the paint on the outside of the door. But that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. It was originally just a Wet Vac video, but it ended up kind of doing the whole interior. The seats are pretty much dry now, and if you compare them, like the front to the back, I wouldn't say that it's a massive transformation, but I would say that they're definitely cleaner than they were before, and the sort of like the color is just more consistent on the grey parts now. There was a little bit of staining, like water stains on the bottoms that they managed to get out, but the deeper stains, sort of like this stuff, was a bit more difficult, but I would say definitely worthwhile anyway. Look at those door jambs as well. Cleaning those, the door jambs and all the plastics and everything's made a nice big difference. Interior's looking a whole lot nicer now. We just need a nice carbon fiber steering wheel from OEM Denied. But all that's to come. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, keep up to date with the content. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers now, which is awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.